Okay, I think before we begin, we must do some introduction. Okay, first I want to introduce my co-speaker today. Her name is Kelly, just standing over there. Can you give her a hand? Okay, I put her in because she holds an honors degree in stats and market research. Wow. So I think good enough lah. All right. So I think she can really speak on the rest, and she's been in industry since 2006. Okay, so it's about 19 years. Okay, she started with me very young. Correct. Okay. You guys cannot say she's, yeah. Right. Go on. Hey, you all complete the sentence. I didn't complete. All right. Okay. Next. Okay. This is my profile. I think those who are with me, you'll know my profile. Okay. I'm in the real estate industry for more than 20 years. I also start very young. Okay. Right. I'm also a social estate planner. Meaning, if today you talk about, my house, I want to live to how many children, how to distribute. Okay. You talk about lasting power attorney, AMD. All this I'm familiar, but I don't practice it. Right, but I'm actually a practitioner. That's why I actually ask them to let me use this office. Okay, this office actually do a lot of views and all that, will and trust. All right. Okay. Of course, some of my achievements and all that. And if you go to ontrack.sg, okay, in Instagram, in TikTok, in Facebook, you'll see my face come out and smile at you. TikTok, maybe I will dance a bit for you. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm also the founder of this fast advisory system that I use to advise people on real estate. Okay. Some of the things I do. I have in Suntec probably 100 people. Some of you a lot of different things on real estate. Okay, this is my interest and my hobby. So today, did anyone pay any ticket money to come here? No. You're invited by someone. Okay, invited by someone, right? How many of you see my Facebook smile so and you click on my ad and then come here one? Okay, thank you. Can we give her a hand? Can you give her a hand? Thanks. Okay. So I do this as a hobby. Who knows me? And I want to contribute back to the industry. That's why I do it every quarter when the URA and the HB stats is out. Okay, so you all have an unbiased view of the market. Because you go to a lot of talks, always have one product at the back of the mind. Oh, should I sell you this project? Should I tell you this one is good? Okay, for me, there's no product at the end of the day. Okay, we may compare projects, but we never say this one or that one is not good. All right, here is just to exchange ideas. Right? Okay, it's me, marathon dream. You know what's called midlife crisis? During COVID, I was thinking, wow, what's my life about? Yeah, I always want to go back to marathon, but I never went back. Okay, so actually this is me in Jakarta. Okay, I run a super bad race. Okay. By the time I think I reached about 30 kilometers, right, it was damn hot, and my, the shoe, your shoe onto the tarmac, it's like sticky one. Well, that's how hot it is. So I didn't do very well. This is me the other way. This is in Osaka. I started the 0 degrees Celsius. You see, I wrap up like one bajang like that. Dumpling. This is me lah. You see everything. This is very cold, but I did quite well. I did a sub 4-hour marathon here. Probably about 3 hours 49. This is me in Malaysia, KL. So probably this is also a good race because very early, very nice. I did about 3 hours, I think 45. Yeah, and this is I just came back. This is about 1 month plus ago. I was in Da Nang, Vietnam. Okay, they crossed the bridge. The upslope for the bridge. You know how long or not? 1 kilometer. At 32 kilometers, when you run until 32 or 36 kilometers, then it becomes one kilometer up. Crazy, right? I almost cramped, but I did quite well. I did about 3 hours. This is for the Da Nang Marathon. Right, why I'm sharing this? Because in life, it's not just about money. In life, it's not just about real estate. There's also other things like family, your religion, your what? your health, right? Okay, your aspiration. Okay, so do go out and do the things you want. Okay, for me, I was very inspired by this book. That he talks about this guy actually achieved 100 bucket list items in 10 years. 100. So I also on my journey. So I'm 40 plus something really. Okay. This is reaching my 5th year. So I got another few more to clear just to be on par. Okay. So please encourage me. You see me on my social media. I write my whatever done right. Please say thank you, HIU or whatever lah. All right. Thanks. Okay. So this is my disclaimer before I start. Right, whatever I say here in short is educational. You can disagree with my view, you can agree with me, okay, but don't take that as an investment advice to go and buy something now. Okay, always look for who? Your advisor. Okay, today is neutral. All right, I just say my view, what I feel as John. Okay, you can disagree, agree. Some of the projects or some of the property I said here, I could have an interest on it. Okay, so there might be some potential conflict of interest I declare to you first. Okay, all right. Okay, good to go. Or don't like me, you can leave now, no problem. Okay, all right. Okay, go on. Okay. But now pass the time to Kelly first. Okay, what she will do now is to set the stage first, because I promised a few topics. Number one is tariff, right? She's the best person to tell us, correct? Statistic people, right? She will tell us this, and later I'm going to justify for you what she says in terms of numbers also. Right, good. Can we give her a hand and let's Kelly come and help us.
Thank you. Thanks, John. Okay, I don't want to profess that I'm very good in this, but because I think some of you are probably more well-versed than me, all right? Okay, so the topic that I'll be sharing will be what is the tariffs, how it affects the property market, okay? So everyone, may agree or may not agree, okay? And you all are all entitled to your views. So please do share your thoughts so that we can have interaction, okay? Right? So now, tariffs. Okay, so interestingly, it's called the Liberation Day tariffs. Do you all know that it's actually called Liberation Day? Huh? Strange. Okay, so what happened actually? So, of course, our dear US, where do I press the laser button?
The laser on the...
Oh, okay. All right, then it's okay. All right, so first of all, we have, before the Liberation Day, US has already imposed several tariffs on China because of this fentanyl thingy. It's a drug that is affecting US citizens, they said. Okay, so that's why they want to impose tariffs on on Chinese goods. Okay, so after that, it doesn't seem to work, and so comes Liberation Day on the 2nd of April. Okay, so they announced 34% reciprocal tariffs on China. Okay, so total tariffs is 54%. Okay, now and of course, it also affects the rest of the world as well. Different countries are actually affected differently. So Singapore, we are imposed with a 10% tariff. Okay, but before I go on, do you know what is tariffs actually? Maybe some of you are more well-versed, can share with the rest of us. Tax. Okay, tax on what?
Imported goods.
Tax on imported goods. Okay, very good. So that means, okay, when US wants to import any goods from the other countries, okay, a tariff, maybe 54% will be imposed on the Chinese goods. So my question is, who pays for the tariffs? Just try. Consumer. Importer. Okay? All right, very good. So the US importers have to pay for the tariffs. And of course, the importers are not stupid. They are not going to bear the tariffs, right? So eventually, who pays for it? The US consumers. So interesting, the early days when this Liberation Day happened, right? I actually watched a few interviews or videos, right? So they actually found out that a lot of the Americans thought that Chinese exporters pay for the tariffs. They didn't realize that ultimately it's the US citizens who pays for the tariffs. Okay? Okay, so basically that's all that I want to share. Okay, now moving forward, of course, China is not happy. Then they have some retaliation tariff, so our dear US raised it to 104%. Eventually, tick for tack, eventually it became to 145%. Okay, that's within 9 days of the Liberation Day. And 1 month later, okay, they come together and say, okay, let's lower it to 30%. Like very 随便 like that, right? Just suka, increase and suka, decrease. Okay? So we never know what they want eventually. Okay? So now, when Liberation Day occurs, okay, many of you are property owners, okay, or maybe intending to invest in properties. What are your thoughts? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Can share? Quickly can share. What do you think? Time to buy. Time to buy what?
Property.
Time to buy property. Okay. So it's time to buy. Okay, how about you? What do you think?
I have no idea, that's what I mean.
Okay. How about anyone?
I think like supply chain slowdown, it will impact global economy.
Okay, but what do you think will happen to the property market?
I think depends if people exit Singapore market. How much? Yeah, because Singapore is only 10%, right?
Yeah.
If the supply chain do pass through Singapore and things slow down, then it might slow the economy.
Okay, we have a prime minister here. All right. Okay, so you think that things will slow down, so potentially it may affect the real estate market. Is that right?
Yeah.
Things may slow down. Okay, all right. Anyone else? Kevin, what do you think?
I'm not so sure, but my only guess is that there's more uncertainty, so people tend to hold the decision.
Okay. I agree. Actually, for me, when it just came out, I was like, cham lah. What am I going to do? What's going to happen to the property market, So that was my first thoughts, okay? So let's take a look. Okay, so before Liberation Day on the 2nd of April, okay? So we have a few very good results from a lot of new launches. I'm sure you all have heard Chuan Park in November, Park Town in February, okay? Then Lentor, 93% was sold, okay? What else? So it's like buyers sweep out houses in the 3 weekend launches, okay, including Emerald Katong, 99%. So this is before Liberation Day, the market is very hyped out and everybody all chiong to buy, okay? So now what happens after Liberation Day? Let's take a look. Okay, we have our One Marina Gardens moving 38% of the project at 2009 PSF. So is the market good or not? Doesn't look too good, right? Before Liberation Day, all is well. After that, 38%. And Marina Gardens, not a too bad location, right? Like just the sale location, near the sale and all that. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so I just want to ask you, if today you are the developer or maybe developer of One Marina Gardens, will you drop price or not?
No.
Oh, no. Why?
Firstly, they got very expensive.
Oh.
And secondly is that I think OMG is the first one there. There'll be subsequent ones coming up. So I think they're probably waiting to see what other developers do next.
Okay, fair enough. Kevin, what do you think?
If you lower the price, you devalue the property.
Yes. So you think developer will not drop price? Is that right?
At least hold the price.
At least hold the price. Okay, but they only sell 38%.
But it's a location. It's a location. You cannot compare with those that you showed before because those were very good locations.
Okay.
We are late.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
If you look at the past few years, CCR prices, the CCR don't sell that well.
Okay. But why CCR don't sell well?
Because of ABSD, the buyers.
So we don't have the foreign market. The foreigners are not here to support us, right? Okay. So Darren, right? What do you think? Do you think as a developer, will you drop price? Okay. Why?
Drop the price, then
把它的那个地标抬低了。Okay. So it will devalue the market, the land prices there. Okay.
But why are we talking about all these questions? Let me just sum up a bit. All right, first of all, okay, why ask this question? Because your opportunity is here, ma. If today there's no tariff, based on this one, do you think today one Marina Garden will launch at this price or not? You ask yourself, if you are the developer today. Previously, all this done so well. Okay, these are OCR units, RCR units, right? Doing at 2.5, doing at how much? Probably 2.7, 2.8, right? And today one Marina and Marina District 1, all right, launching at maybe average 2.9. Today some of the price are 2.8. Do you think as a developer you will launch this if there's no tariff? Who say no? Okay, I didn't say. Okay, I didn't say. All right, I must say, because everyone entitled to your thinking, correct opinion, nothing wrong. Just like when you say bio is better, is it wrong? No, what? Because you have your objective thing. Is Mariano wrong? No, because you have your own reasons, correct? So what we are trying to say here and in our advisory work is that at the end of the day, there's no right and wrong answer. It does that product suits your objective. I buy for rental, maybe I don't have capital gain, I'm happy. Some people are like that. Zero capital appreciation, but for the next 5 years I got 5% rental yield, I'm happy. Some people say, well, I can have zero rental yield but have my maximum capital appreciation, cannot. So different people has different objectives. So that's why every property can sell. It depends on what does it fit into what you want. Example, I buy my house near my children's school. No capital appreciation, no rental yield, but I'm very happy. Happy because my children next time is my best rental yield. Correct? My best investment is from them, correct? So is it wrong? Nothing is wrong there, okay? So coming back, okay, why we ask this question is because you think developer, no tariff, right, today will happen to the market. Based on track record, what they see, they are very confident. So I think what has happened today is a good breather for all of us. Later I'm going to show you the numbers. Why the market is very stable now. So today you can breathe. Breathe again. Breathe one more time, deeper one, and buy. Last time is Q, haven't take a breath, already sold. Correct? Correct? You go Chuan Park, you see. I was in the queue for Chuan Park, I tell you. Oh gosh. Morning until 12, noon or beyond, is it? Or 12 noon and beyond. Agent purchase only. Agent purchase. Agent. The consumer coming afternoon. You want that? Or you want to have time to breathe and take deeper breath and then buy. It is a choice. That's why we are asking you all these questions. It's not we bo liao. It's not that we got nothing to do, but let you understand. Alright? Of course, this one. Okay, very interestingly, they never decrease price, they increase price some more. Tariff, they can dare to increase price because they are confident. Right? Because tariff also change from very high tariff become what? Low tariff. Developer also like us got emotion one. Emotion kanchong also the price can drop lah. Emotion very strong, what happen? Price can increase. Right? And they have sold certain amount. Okay, so what we are actually sharing with you here is that you can look at project based on a few things. Number one, how much have they sold, correct? Based on this factor, you can decide whether this project should go in or not. Example, today you are looking at project, the market result not so good, holding period, going to the end of the QC already, going to get fine already. Sold 10% only. What should you do? Hey, maybe this project may decrease in price, you see. May be dangerous when you buy now. Alright? So these are factors that want you to start getting you thinking. And why I want to show this is because today I tell you, I'm very frank one, because I'm in the market. I tell my customer, hey, today tariff, you want to sell your Pinnacle at Duxton lower price or not? First word, no. You will sell lower price, man. You sell here, correct? You sell here, why? Because your job is stable, what? You don't need the money. Okay, today I go, the other day I went to Hai Di Lao. This week I went twice already. Okay, not that I very rich, because I want to reward my guys. They do very well. I let them eat Hai Di Lao. The restaurant is full, man. Right, so are you all today getting pay cut or not? Are you? This one, me ask one, I sure pay, don't know, hit the roof. Do you get pay cut? No, you don't have pay cut. So is there a need to sell because there's a tariff? I think Singaporean can pay lah. So far, do we really pay what? One bowl of chicken? Okay, one plate of chicken rice $20 in the market? Yes or no? What, the chicken tariff? How much? Okay, haven't yet, ma. Correct. but will increase price, some will not. But today the sentiment is there's some fear in the market. I'm quite sure in the employment market there are fear. So people don't dare to do things anyhow. Right? That is where we see whether are there any opportunity. Things when are slower, that's where we see. Okay, that's what I want to see. We want to express over here. Alright? Okay, that's why today Toa Payoh and Marina can almost same price. But CCR not doing very well. They don't dare to price high. Back to 10-20 years ago, they should be double of that. Correct? That should be the logical thing, correct? But why is it not today? Okay, I explained in my last seminar. Okay, so do you want me to explain it again? Come for my next seminar. Okay, because every seminar I have a theme. Okay, I'm sorry, because I can't teach everything. There's so much thing to share, there's so much thing to know. So either you follow me on my TikTok, or you do what? Come every quarter. Every quarter will be here. Okay, maybe it's bigger, we go Suntec. Can? Make my dream come true, cannot? Invite more people, so you can go Suntec. One day go stadium, like I sing like Lady Gaga for you. Can, but I cannot dance. Kelly must dance like Lady Gaga for you. Can? All right. Come. Okay. So let's now go into numbers. Okay. First of all, what happens to the HDB market? Okay. The Q1 2025 increased by how much? 1.6%. Good or not good? Some people say not good. Okay. The not good one surely not HDB owner. Correct? Private owner. Correct? Okay. If you look at, okay, I can know lah because this one increased by 9.7 So average 2.5%. Now only 1.6. So is it good or not good? Okay, who say good? All must good. Can you help me? Who say good? Hands up, hands up. Who say good? Who say this is good? Who say this is bad? Okay, now I know who is from PAP, who is not from PAP, right? Alright, okay, if you are the government, okay, now think differently. If you are the government, this number good or not good? Good. Why good? Why? Wait. How can somebody good so loud? Okay, who say good? Why good? Why good?
Because HDB is subsidized housing, so it's natural that the government now releasing another 10,000 wants to slow down the increase.
Okay.
Right. So I think it is what the government wants. I think it's a good decision.
Are you with or not with the government? Hey, don't record. No.
I'm not with the government. I'm with the future young couple.
Wow, steady. Can you give him a hand? Wow, with the future. Wow, I like that. Okay, we are with the future, right? 1.6 is good. Good or not good? Who else say good? Yeah.
For the average, I mean, it's not too hot.
Not too hot.
Not too cold.
Not too cold. Lukewarm, just right, right?
Yeah, same view as a sign of stabilizing.
Yeah.
So there shouldn't be any more cooling measures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he's my best friend because he got the theme of the day, stable. That's really my theme, no? I was looking at all the numbers, then I say, what's the theme? Then suddenly the word stable come to my mind. Because I look at the numbers, I say, hey, today actually things are very stable. Okay, I will explain to you what is called stability first, all right? First of all, this didn't run away. You see this run by 9.7. If do they run out by another 3%, you know what's going to happen next?
Cooling measures.
Yes, exactly. You like or not? You like cooling measure? Who like cooling measure? Those who like cooling measure is really buy until cannot buy already. Okay, then don't want people to earn. Correct? But those who haven't buy enough one cooling measure, don't want. I also don't want. I want to buy more. Correct? So today, if you ask me what is the market, quite stable. 1.6% times 4 is how many percent? 6.4. Still a bit high. Still a bit high. You know why not? Because if my property price is not in tandem with my income increase, what will happen to the overall population? Singaporeans like to do complain. We will complain, right? And then what happened to the votes? You all say one, I didn't say. Okay? It may affect. Okay, because this is bread and butter. Later I'm going to show you population stats, why Singapore HDB is so important, especially the 4 and 5 room flats. Okay, I will show you real numbers, why is it so. Right, so far so good. So market is what? Stable. Thank you to Ken. Alright. Right. Hey, we give him a hand also lah. Oh, right. Hey, how come this one cannot work? Hang on. Hey, don't touch my thing. Yeah. Okay, just joking. Okay, so first of all this increase, the price actually came from where? You must understand. A lot of people say, oh, today I own any HDB, I got this price increase. Not true. That's why today I want to bring in this concept called the lease decay. Alright, I show you real figures. This is from our investment suites. It actually tallies all the transactions of HDB. Okay, in Toa Payoh, from the year 2015 quarter 1 to 2025 quarter 1, 10 years cannot. Fair? Fair? In these 10 years, right, those flats as from age 1980, okay, who born before that? Don't raise up your hand, right? Okay, and this is 2000 and beyond. Maybe got some people here is this one, correct? Oh, Cindy, correct? Hey, you say yes lah, buy me lunch ah. Okay, correct? Okay, this is the price trend for those that are older, the flats that are older, 1980 and before only increased by 23%. Those who are 2000 and beyond increased by almost 50%. So what does it tell you? What is causing the price index to push up more? Is the new or old flat? It's the new one. It must be very clear. Okay, and imagine this one like struggle, want to die, don't want to die, then go up a little bit, right? Whereas the general market is so strong, right? But you need to go up half. What happens if it goes beyond this? Do you see this really have a resistance to go already? Half dead. Lukewarm. One go cannot go. If you wait another 10 years, you know what's going to happen? It may taper off and come out. Okay, so the first danger is, you hear about all this index very good, you think your property price always go up. The worst is the index, the property price goes up, you're the only one that doesn't go up. In school last time, right? We always say, hey, if all fail together, never mind. All fail, okay, all pass together, mind. But cannot you all pass, I feel like. Correct? That's the mentality, correct? So you don't be the one that. Okay, so today, if you are holding to a very old property, time to think. That's 1980, this one I put 1980. Okay. 1980 until today is almost 45. 45. In fact, I think anything 35 or 30, you should start doing some planning. You should start thinking. And it also depends on your age also. Okay, it depends on your age. I give an example. I have a buyer age 60. Buy a 40 years old flat. She's very happy. Because no descendant, no children, no nothing. So she said, I just want to have the lowest price housing until the end. I also don't need to give to anyone. The rest of money she spent. Okay, so is there any right and wrong answer? No. It all depends on your what? Objective. Remember all this objective. This is also one of the things I want to deliver every time. Alright. Next, let's look at Queenstown. Okay, good location. Queenstown, good location. Look at the 1980s one. Increase by 14%, 1-4. Rent is 47. Also got 4. But the 4 do balik. Okay, 14 and 47. Can I ask you, the lease decay is actually serious or not? Yeah, there are many towns today that's over 30 years old. You go to Yishun, you go to Ang Mo Kio, you go to Queenstown, you go to Marine Parade. My question next is, what's going to happen to all these big numbers of units? Think about it. Okay, this is something you really want to think and review if you are holding on to an old HDB today. All right. Any questions so far? Condo, unfortunately, I didn't bring up the numbers. The same concept applies, but condo got one special thing. Yes, en bloc. Everyone en bloc, and it's called a windfall. Okay, correct. Okay, and can HB decide who to en bloc or not? When to en bloc? Cannot. So that is the constraint. Okay, but does condo has the same problem? Answer is yes. Okay, don't think what immunity? I'm calling immunity. You won't get me. Yes, you will still get. Right, for the 99 years. Then some people say, hey, then freehold I got freehold one, sure, no problem. Actually, no. Because after freehold, after certain years, the whole condo start to age, correct? The tenant quality start to drop. It will also affect the overall quality of the housing if it's not en bloc. Okay, so if your condo is old, you must start to be very nice to your neighbor. Hey, it's getting old. Do you have this problem? Yeah. Oh, then should we find a developer? Yes. Then you go and cycle the second one. Then you cycle the third one. So everyone want to en bloc. Correct? No lah, just joking lah. Okay, on record, I cannot say that. Just joking. All right? Okay. Why you all laugh? Okay, I will go on. Next, okay, let's look at number of resale transactions over the years. Okay, we are very stable at 20,000 hitting 30,000. All right. This is HDB resale. A lot of people are selling and buying.
Back to the previous slide, the bar actually shows the volume of the transaction.
That's right, the volume.
So wouldn't, if I look at this, right, pink is more than older ones has more volume transaction?
Yes, you can say that if it's the, yeah, you can say, okay, this one is the, this one, right? This one is this one. So it depends on which one. Some are higher, some are lower, depends. No, sorry, yeah, correct. This is the blue one, this is O1, O1 got more, here new one got lesser, right? Correct, yeah, right. Wow, you stop and share, that's why very fast. The volume, okay, can? I can go on? Good, okay. So, coming back to the transactions, you see there are about 20 or 30,000 transactions. So, is the market healthy or not? For transaction, but did the price goes up a lot? No, right? So, is the market stable? Yes, there are people buying and selling. Do they make money? Yes, they don't make that big amount over a short time, but they still make 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. All right. So is the market very stable now? My answer is I felt so. Okay. This year alone, the first quarter really done 6,005. Times that by 4 is how much? 26,000. About 26,000. Last year is 28,000. The year before 26,000. I think quite healthy. Today we are having a very healthy real estate market. Don't tell me tariff for this thing, right? Haven't hit us that big yet. Not yet. Okay, I think all of us all employed very well, all very happy. That's why you all come for this seminar. Correct? Today you're not doing well, I don't think you will come. Correct? Yeah? You'll be out there writing resume, correct? Okay, thinking what's the next job, whatever. Hey, no, you all think, I also will think. Right? Correct? Where's my next case will come? Correct? Alright, and move on. How about private? Private went up by how much? 0.8%. Wow, miserable. Wow, I also very sad. I also own private property. Wow, how can HDB outperform 2 times? 1.6 Mine is only 0.8. Wow, can accept or not? But bo pian, right? I cannot do anything. That's the market, right? Correct? Right. So things have slowed down. So is it good? Is it good? Why? How come suddenly so high? Okay, good. Say good. Do you own private property? No good. Where go good? Slow down.
Properties got sustainable increment.
Wow, steady.
High up and after that drop.
You sounds like Desmond Lee. You sound like Desmond Lee. The government every say tell me must be sustainable. Actually, I agree must be sustainable, correct? Stable. Wun key. In Hokkien means go up steady. Don't go up exponentially, right? Go up steady. Actually true. Okay. If you talk about 0.8, we times it by 4, probably about 2-3%. I think very, very healthy. I think we are today in a market whereby it is stable. Thank you, Ken. Stable. So I think at the end of this talk, you'll call him Mr. Stable. Yeah, all right. Okay. Volume, is it healthy? You see, I want to look at the price and the volume. If the price goes up, volume very thin, very small, what happened? Maybe people cannot afford anymore, correct? But if the price went down, but volume increase means what? It got momentum, correct? 对吗? You are the bonds, right? 对吗? 对, right? Correct. Okay. I asked the analyst, so she verified correct. Right. So today we want to see what is there healthy volume. Okay. First quarter we had 3,003. Healthy or not? Healthy or not? Okay. Why we say healthy? Must base it on past, correct? Cannot say you're healthy, correct? We must base it on past, correct? Past transaction, how much launch, how much sold, correct? Every year, correct? So this year we oversold or over launch in the quarter 1. Launched 3,100 units. We sold how many units? Don't make sense here. I only launched 3,000. How can I outsell what I launched? Can or not?
Can.
Why can?
After you launch the EOK, then the rest.
The balance, right? Like your supermarket, right? You got stock behind, right? You can outsell the display set, right? Correct? You can actually stock up, correct? This is selling the balance inventory. Okay. How about resale? Resale also quite healthy, right? This is 3,839 times it by 4 is how much? Almost 16,000. So today market, is it healthy? Healthy. Okay, just that the price are slower. Okay, must remember that. Okay, when you have this market, what does it tell you? No, you can breathe. You can breathe. Okay, you can slowly take your time. see how's the market, and then go in. Okay, will developer anyhow increase price? May not. But will they increase price? Yes, because Marine Garden redone, correct? They might. But so overall, is this tariff a good thing? Depends on where you are. Okay, some say yes, some say no. Depends on where you stand. If you are in the midst, you are doing a lot of business, needing your factory in China to export things to US, I think you are in for a very bad time, right? But if today you are a civil servant like our dear Desmond here, I think no problem. Okay, life goes on as usual. I still earn my $1 million, right? Okay, all right. Okay, I move on. How about rental? Remember just now you say rental lousy, right? Correct? You say right. It is really quite chalada. Okay, on the ground, right? I also help people with tenancy. Today is please come, tenant. Roll red carpet for him. Please come, right? Oh, you need a drink? I'll give you a drink. You want to rent? What you want? I order taken. Today different. Last time I hear. You don't have the budget, don't come. I tell you, we have last offer how much? And another 3% lining up. You have budget or not? Then budget, don't waste my time, right? This time. Then this time, a bit more humble. Here, super humble. Right? Today, maybe a little bit come back. More. Okay? Alright? Okay, just illustration. I'm a friendly agent. Okay? Alright, okay? Friendly, right? Okay? So today, 0.4, what does it tell you? Again, is quite stable. It's quite stable. It's not going up too fast, not too slow. At least there's growth, okay? Rather than it's a negative 1.9. So last year really, a lot of landlords really suffer. I also suffer. Okay, but coming forward, things may look better. Okay, later I'll show more figures to let you see. Okay, some of us may have a condo that are going to TOP. Better plan now, no? Because market going to go down. Today the tenant come, don't hao lian. Don't proud, I want higher. Okay, but market is expected to go up, then I proud a bit lah. I take keys, I hold 3 months, and I rent correct? So it depends. Alright, Alright, next. Okay, this is the supply and pipeline. Okay, this is very important. I will go a bit slower here. Okay, what does it tell you in these different charts? It tells you the number of units that's going to take keys. TOP, EC and condo. Right, who came for my last year and last few seminar one? You know the story, Okay, sensitive to say over video. Okay, because Desmond Lee is here. Alright, correct. So the election is over. I just say that election is over now. Correct? Remember, if you remember what I say, the election is over now. Okay, I think things can really take shape. Okay, because the government has a strong mandate, and I think they want to build the economy very well for us. So you see that the number of TOPs is going to increase. Right, this is already done. Remember, I also say roughly when I think is the election, correct? I say roughly. I think only. I can be wrong. But then election happened, right, Kevin? Remember? And then after that, what's going to happen? You know, I know. Okay, can really. Alright, okay, because we need to build our country, our economy, so things, later I'll show you the population side, you understand what happened. Alright, you just hold your horse. Right, so my question is, why in 2026, 27, 28, we are going to increase so much housing? Sorry? You don't say lah. You say already, yeah, must be up the climax. You say already, like who's the murderer? You already say, it's this guy. Yeah, correct? Okay, never mind. Okay, he say what? Population, alright, which is true. So, what are the plans of government? Very clear. Because our government is a very prudent government. They look 10, 20, even 50 years ahead. Why they plan for these numbers is really no. Right? And at what timing they need to do that, they also plan for it. Okay, so today maybe our infrastructure not 100% ready, or due to certain reasons they may not be able to expand so fast yet. But when the time comes, when your 12,000 or 16,000 come, the house must be built for someone to stay in. Right, so having said that, why the government want to increase housing supply? Is it just to cool down the market? To crash the market? No. Think for yourself. Okay, in 2023, our building completion is 21,284. Compared to the rest of the year, is it big numbers? Huge, not just big, it's huge. Did our market crash? Did the rental market crash? 2023. 2023. Market didn't crash. Wow. Crazy, right? You see that? But 2024, why? Because too much supply. Plus some more come in. Wow, a bit cannot digest. Okay. And of course, it's a critical year. Government cannot anyhow increase the population, right? Okay. Now it's after election. Maybe we can increase more. Maybe. I don't know. All right. I give you all very good clues already. All right. Okay. So coming back, then how is the vacancy rate? That means the house nobody rent one. Today is only 6.5%. Nobody stay on. Vacancy one. Okay. Calvin, don't say. How you know a house is vacant? How the government know?
Because when you rent, you have to pay the.
No, but let's say today I buy a house, I didn't sell. I let the house.
Correct, but when someone rents, you have to pay the AC, right?
Yeah, correct.
So then they will have.
But I can stay there, but.
On your own.
I can stay there. My dog can stay there. My cat can stay in another house. Right? But how does the government know that you go stay in the house? Oh, what again? Again? Oh, she's very good. Can you give her a hand? Oh, I suspect there are a lot of government people around here. I better better help me. By the way, his name is called Xian Long. His name is really called Xian Long. All right. Okay. He's here to make sure that I say the right thing. All right. Okay. Yeah, and his surname is Wong, and he's going to call himself Lawrence. All right. Okay. Jokes aside, right? Just very tiring, must joke a bit if not you all sleep, right? Okay. So over the quarter is 6.64. It's true ETV view. A house with someone staying right, you know, or not, because they have a sample All right. So like those Sentosa house, some Sentosa house I went and see the bungalow so huge one, really empty one. Really empty one. But every week still got people come and cut grass go and do the gardening They're very rich people, but no one say okay, got such property Okay, there are properties that these very rich people they buy empty for 3 months, 6 months also don't need to rent those are also counted inside. So 6.5% is it very high? No? Is it very high? Depends on where you are. If you are this 6.5, you think very high. Okay, but you are on the other 94, 93%, you feel very low. Okay, so picking the right property is important. Okay, I go on. All right, and this is the inventory. That means those units that are launched unsold. The highest number is actually about 2,000, about 30,000 units unsold in the market. Today we are about 20,000. Quite what? Stable. Okay, quite stable number. You see, everything quite stable. So today you ask me, I felt that the market is quite stable. Okay, got time for you to what? Brief, analyze, and put on your check if you want. Okay, this is really what I feel. So that means in a stable market, are there good opportunities? Answer yes. Answer yes. So you need to uncover. Also, are there pitfalls? Yes, definitely. Every market has pitfalls. Okay, so the thing is really plan properly. Really look at it very objectively. Get someone to help you. All right, that's my message today. All right, next let's look at supply. What's coming on board? I go very fast. This year, these are all the land that's going to come out in the first half. Our government land sales. So if you love certain of these areas, so please go and take note you like Dorset Road or Telebang Road, some of the condos will come out. And total there's 5,000 units. Okay, reserve list. Okay, that means may or may not come out. Depend on any developer trigger the minimum price. All right, got how much? 3,000. So that's more than enough. Okay, don't worry. Okay, move on. This is the one. Okay, I go to slow down a bit. Okay, but I think before I share this, later on, can you promise me one thing? If I ask for a volunteer to help me share question for my Nico, can you help me or not? Can or not? Please can or not? Can? Right? Can? If I go on, can? Okay, good. Yeah. Hey, why you laugh, Bernard? Okay, go on. Okay, this is the population. Okay, why population is so important? Why understanding this is important? Because basic demand comes from where? Population. Housing and population is always tied together. I have 10,000 people coming into Singapore. Do they need to rent or buy a place? Do they need a place to stay? At least they must also stay in the hotel or the service apartment, correct? So I need what? I need real estate. Okay, so must understand population is very important. I give you one example. One Asian country called Japan. Population increase or decrease? What happened to their real estate? Challenging, right? Challenging, especially in the very small city, right? Empty house, right? So population is very important to any country, and not just normal population, young dynamic population that can make money, okay, that can rejuvenate the entire place, okay, not an aging one. Okay, this is important concept I want you all to understand. Later I will tell you a bit more. Okay, so the population from 2023 to 2024 increased by how much? 119,000. Wow, is it a lot? Yes. Some people say not a lot. Okay, some people say a lot. So what is a lot? Okay, come on. Resident population increased by 31,000. What is resident population?
Citizens.
Okay, citizens and what? PRs. These are called what? Resident population. This is these two adds up to be this one. Foreigner, what is foreigner population? Your employment pass, your what? Work pass, your what? S pass, your what? Oh, one pass. Yeah. Talent pass. Got talent pass one eh. Yeah, I think what minimum income is 30,000 per month. Right, wow, shock, right? How I wish I'm on a talent pass. But they say I no talent. European. Alright? Talent pass. And there's also include your maid, your bungalow. Those are what pass? Work permit. Okay, work permit, WP. Right? So this is the increase, 119. Is it a lot? Okay, you see, yes, no. So how to interpret the data? Okay, come on, let me just share you a little bit. Okay? Some people say our portion increase because we give birth. Singapore give birth a lot. True or not? Okay, this is our numbers. Resident natural increase is 5,006. That means the birth minus death naturally in Singapore is 5,000. Good or not? Good or not? Yeah, at least positive. Hey, you're encouraging lah. I try very hard already leh. Still cannot. Alright, I try very hard already. Alright, okay, 5,006, not too bad lah. At least we increase. Okay, not decrease. Okay, so this is good. So can you all go back, try harder? Can Alright. Okay, so having said that, so the increase come from where?
Naturalized.
Wait, naturalized what?
From the PR.
From PRs maybe? And come from where? Import lah. You must import. Right. So our population growth mainly come from where? Overseas. Lucky don't have tariff. Import them and pay tariff. Alright, okay? Right. Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, I do a very simple math. This is called resident households. Alright? In Singapore, there's 1.46 million resident households. You say, hey John, just now you say got 这么多人, how come now only 1.4? What's the difference? Just now you say Singaporean what population is 4.18, right? How come now only 1.46? Is there something wrong? Yeah, household. Your household got how many people? Some got 1, some got 2, some got 3, some got 4, some got 5, some got 6. Okay, now seldom 6 lah. Okay, unless you stay with parents, correct? Even stay with parents also sometimes struggle to have 6. Okay, so on average, right? Okay, 3.09% in the house. Compared to your 214 is 2.43. This one become 3.09. Alright, first question. Listen, must stay with me. 3.43 and 3.09 with the same population, which one need more house? 3.43. See again, I got 1 million people. Divide by 3.43, how many house I need? Compared to divide 3.09, which one got more? Which one need more house? Even my population don't increase, do I need more housing? This is called the shifting demographic of Singapore, which one of my team today. You all saw my very nice poster, right? Then it says that I'm going to talk about this topic, right? So I go and stress and lost more hair, right? And then bring all this, all right? Because I promise, you see that, all right? Our proportion of ownership went up or down? Up a bit some more. So have you seen how the thinking changed? And somehow we increase, household increase by 2%. I just take this simple number, 2.7%. I don't even talk about this. Okay, all these other things increase 38,300 times by 90.8% ownership, correct? That's 34,776 divided by the average household size. I need 11,000 house already. Finish. You see that? I'll show you next graph. Settle. This is TOP units. Thank you, Desmond. You planned very well. Yeah. Okay. All right. You see, you look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Right. That's how our government actually have so much big foresight to plan things for Singapore. So actually, we are very blessed. So I'm sure you have voted very well the last round. So I thank you very much if you voted the right party in your mind. Okay, there's no right and wrong. Even you are the blue, the white, the yellow, the still what color? Sorry? Red. Is okay. Yeah, because.
But this number is private, right?
That's right.
Whereas the next number is encompassed for the whole country, right?
Sorry?
That includes HDB.
Yes, HDB. But HDB today I launched is 5 years later. You must understand. Alright? Okay. You won't go too far, and most people are imported. Correct? Imported, I become a PR, what do I need? Can I buy HDB straight away? I must buy what? Private. Or I must wait how many years before I can buy? 3 years. Yeah. So no right, no wrong, but just a perspective for you to see. Right? Okay, but your thinking is on the right trend. HB sure as the number John will go don't have but not immediate. 等建3年再等5年 MOP walao 8 years of my life 8年的青春 is like that. Alright, but you're subsidized or you make you make one round, right? Don't complain, right? Got make, right? Hey, I never make I never make in any of the BTO yet. Alright, Mr. Wong, please remember me. Alright, okay, next, okay, this is the number of people staying in what kind of house, how many percent. So majority stay in where? HDB or what? HDB. How come got a decrease from 80 in 2014, 80% people stay HDB, now it's only 77%. You like condo so much Why because why got swimming pool means good I tell you the real thing. I bought my condo. The first year I swim. I say I want to learn front crawl. So I really learn. Then after that, right, I never swim. My Instagram person know. My person, because I did a video and I actually mastered how to swim the front crawl. I did a TikTok on it. And then after that, right, I never swim in my pool anymore. First year. True story. So pool very good I see. I want to influence him. No lah. Coming back do you see a changing thinking? Okay, is it because maybe our population has become more affluent, or there's a change in the way we think? This is very true, decreased by about 2%. Okay, if you want to focus, can I focus these two groups? Because most people stay in the 4 and the 5 room. Can I say that? Most lah. Right? How many percent? Total is 53.7%. So today I throw a stone here, hit your probably 2 stone I throw, 1 person will stay in HDB lah. Correct or not? Okay, this is what it says. Can you all help me remember this figure? 53.7 can? How many? Later I'm going to bring this number back. Okay, 53.7% of these people here, 77.4 are staying in what? 4 or 5 room. Okay, later I'm going to show you the figures. Right. How about other kind of arrangement? Some people are living alone. Okay, some are lone parents, married couple without children, or married couple with children. Okay. Can I look at these two categories? Living alone and others. Okay, actually I always wonder what is others. What is others? Living with friends. Oh. Okay. I also sometimes confused but never mind. That's another topic. Alright. Coming back. Do you see that this actually increased by almost 10%? Means what? Today the same number of population also need more house. Because demographic and thinking all change. Do you see the shift in the society thinking and demographic can affect the housing needs? Right? You see that? Alright, and this is happening. That's why our housing is quite resilient at the moment because of all these changes. Okay? I move on. And also life expectancy lah. Okay, I won't wait for my inheritance, but wait 1 more year. Right? Longer. Means people are holding more properties, correct? You know what I mean? Okay, maybe many years ago, the mortality age is, let's say 70. by age 70, the person will die, correct? So the housing will be passed on to what? The next generation may be sold or whatever. But now, slightly longer holding period. Just a little bit more. Okay, so all these affects the housing policies. Okay, so after you walk out today, you will think like Desmond Lee. Yeah, because you are taught by me. No lah. Okay, you understand a little bit more. Okay, you can look at numbers better. Okay, right. So do you realize that whatever I say today, right, it's not about short term. I don't give you chart and say tomorrow make money. I don't show you charts and tell you why you must buy today. Did I tell you that? I didn't. What I actually tells you are the long-term policies. Okay, in investment they say that are more what? Fundamental, correct? Okay, so you want the fast one, crypto, all this really not a person. But if you want stable long-term, I think you're in the right place. Okay, that's me lah. All right. Okay, I move on. Okay, I'm going to show you this thing called the population pyramid. Did you all learn this in geography last time? If you say yes, you're probably around my age. Okay. The new one, do you all learn?
No.
No. Well, very good. That's why I like you. Right. You know, he just saw me like that. No. You see, one time, oh yeah. Okay. In 2004, about 20 years ago, correct? The median age is 35.4. Okay. Today, the average median age is 42.8. Wow. Why? How come you all never say wow?
Wow.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So what it means today, if you are 42.8, you're considered young. Correct? Last time 35.4, then it's considered average young. Now today you are 42.8, you're still young. So I think a lot of us are all below 42.8. Am I correct? Yes, yeah, correct. So everyone is very young, right? This is always young. If I want to draw a center line, correct? So we are happier. Okay, but is there a problem here? When we look at this chart and this chart, is there a problem? Can someone identify the problem for me? Aging. Aging got problem, eh? My parents already age, why aging got problem?
No new young generation.
Got what? No, you see? Still have what? Just a bit smaller here lah. Okay, so what's the problem with aging?
You can't change blood fast enough. There's more people to accommodate.
Wow, you can't change blood fast enough. Wow, very deep very deep. Can you explain a bit more? Can you explain a bit? What do you mean by cannot change your blood fast enough?
Use corporate lingo a bit lah. So
Okay.
it's like you wanna get promoted, you have to get your boss either pass away or move on to the next.
Wow, scary. Lucky not you corporate.
Something in that.
I have to say you must kill your boss first, then you can promote. Correct or not? No, I'm sure not. Way longer. Wow. Why aging population got problem? Why?
Who will buy your house?
Oh,
Not enough demand. The future demand.
future demand smaller. Oh yeah. Possible. Hey, that's a good concern. Now I got 10,000 or okay, let's say 3 million old folks want to sell house. New blood only 50,000. Oh, jialat. Wow, you see. Cannot anyhow say kill the boss. Right. So what happened?
The shrinking tax base.
Yeah, shrinking. That's why he's prime minister. Hey, who pay tax? 25, 29 pay tax or not? Yes, little bit. 30 to 34, pay more. 35 to 39, government love you, man. Because you increase your income as you age. 40 to 44, they love you. Government love you because you earn a lot, provided not retrenched. Right? 45 to 49, maybe they still love you. 50 to 54, the love dwindle because you want to take CPF from me already. Right? Okay. Yeah. Hey, how come I feel like today I do a stand-up comedy? I think something is wrong today. Okay. I got to get serious, right? I'm talking about government policy, please. Right? Please help me be serious, James. Okay. Okay. 6 to 64. They'll think, hey, do you have any economic contribution to me? You're not earning from me. You're going to go hospital. You talk about social welfare. Wow, 你这个老不死。Is it like that? No lah, our government very nice. That's why they give you the what? The Chinese call the 建国一代 means the pioneer generation. Will give bonus, will give benefit, have. But all this depends on taxpayer money or not? So who are the ones suffering now? All of us we pay tax, right? You suffer, I suffer lah, correct or not? So we are the very good pillars of the country, correct? We hold up the entire population up and down, no? Correct? Because you got to pay for who? These people, and you got to pay for these people, right? Correct? So very sandwich. Very sandwich. Okay, so why is this important? Okay, you see, what is the problem with Singapore now? Why like that can become like that? Why? It's all our fault. Yeah, we never give birth enough. Okay, we never give birth enough, that's why like that. Correct. So then how? Please help me present. Never die earlier. If that's very sad, right? Okay. Okay, I got another joke. I think I better don't say. Right. So coming back, because the birth rate is not good enough, right? But we still need to maintain what? A healthy tax base. What happened? What do we have to do today? What do we have to do today? Maintain these people that pay tax. Import. So don't blame the government. For the first time in my life, I'm going to speak up for PAP. Do not complain when they import. It's for the good of every one of us. Alright, do I sound very serious? You are? Okay, there's a reason why we need that, because if our young people don't come in, what happen to our economy? Cannot change blood. The blood still already, correct? Correct? Not enough people to support the old or the young. Right? The tax rate is so small, what happened to our coffers? We might have a problem. Okay, how do we have an even higher GDP? Alright, so it's very important to maintain a young and youthful country. Okay, I must put that. That's what I see. Okay, you all can disagree with me. Okay, you all can have your opinions, no problem. But the way I look at it is, this is important. Okay, if not, our tax rate will have a problem. Okay, don't you realize that in the last few parliament sitting, or even the year before, they start to talk about more welfare for the more aged and all that, and the money comes from where? It must come from somewhere, you see, right? So it comes from others, right? Okay, so having said that, a few things that is going to happen. This is very big. Last time this is very small. Okay, correct. Okay, correct, Dima? This one become here, Is there a lot of inheritance going to happen? Smaller or bigger base now? Bigger base. Don't forget, Singapore is getting more affluent. Do you see that this money can come in a lot to help the next generation? A lot of wealth transfer. Okay, so if you are doing wealth transfer business, I think was beautiful. A lot of wealth transfer going to happen in Singapore in the next 20 to 30 years. Okay, and imagine you today going to transfer your wealth to your next generation, also a different story. We are going to transfer more than our parents do. Most likely. Okay, so a lot of money actually is in our society. And this money can be recycled back where? To the real estate market. To the bonds market, right? To everywhere. Because these are all very good money. Okay, so we are really in an affluent country. So sadly to say, or very happy to say, is either you have or you don't have. In the next 10 years, either you have or you don't have. That's why I want to hold this seminar on off, is let you all open up, let you all listen, let you all understand why you can actually accumulate something through property or through other asset classes. Okay, because if you don't take care of yourself, I don't know who's going to take care of you. Alright, this is something very important. Okay, I'm very serious now, real one. Okay, alright, move on. Okay, so think about it. Okay, some question I want you to think about it. Number one, okay, how will this affect the housing market? Number one, do Singapore require more housing? Okay, you think yourself. Okay, I won't give you an answer. If for you, just think. Alright. Number two, what if foreigners leave Singapore today? Okay, what's the number? 1 over million, right? Our resident population is 4.18, including PR. Foreigner is about 1 over million. What if they leave Singapore today? If today we all anti-foreigner, what is going to happen? Alright? Okay, that's why I always say national, we are the multicultural, we love investor, we protect investor, right? That's a reason, right? What is going to happen if our dependency ratio going forward? You know what is called dependency? That means one person must take care of how many people? The old folks and the young children. That's called dependency ratio. What is going to happen to this ratio going forward? And why is this important to you? Because if the dependency ratio is very high, right, your tax will go higher. Okay, GST may be higher. All right, okay. Next, is there going to be a potential big transfer in the future? Okay, 20, 30 years. All right. How about the future growth of Singapore? What do you see? Okay, this is an important question. Why I put here? Because if you don't see any future growth, don't buy anymore. Sell everything. Go London, go Australia, go wherever you want. If you can't see growth in Singapore, okay, I'm very practical. But if you feel that, hey, Singapore is still stable, crisis will never die, will go faster, right? Hey, then stay here, buy more properties, right? And of course, do you really got to take care of yourself? These are the questions. Wow, suddenly I become very serious, right? Okay, good. So, okay, bonus segment, okay? All right, let's dive in. Okay, important topic, income versus affordability. Is Singaporean really that rich? Can Singaporean really buy? You want to know the answer? I show you now. All right. Okay, so this is the 4 and 5 room member. Just now I say how many percent? 53.7%. They all stay where? 4 and 5 room. The majority, am I correct? So these people, do they have money to buy a condo? No? They are the majority, right? Can they buy a condo? Do you want to know the answer? Okay, let me just illustrate to you. Right, of course, there may be some variation, but just give a typical example. All right. First of all, this is a 4-room flat owner. You go to SingStat. You go and Google SingStat. Average household 4-room income is 11,650. You can find SingStat. All right. Okay, this is the table. You know SingStat, you can do table, you can do a lot of things, right? This is the table. 5-room flat is this amount, 15,141. Okay, last time I look at this number, I very low morale. Wow, 真的赚这么多咩? Household, maybe husband wife combined. Possible, right? 30 years old, 35 years old, possible, right? Correct? Possible. 7,000 can, possible. Or maybe the wife very good, earn 10,000. The husband maybe will a bit less, it's okay one. With 5 only can, right? The wife must earn more, right? Correct? 15. Okay, fair enough. All right. Okay, so 11,650. How much loan are they eligible for, assuming 30 years loan? Using current TDSR standard, right? They can lend about 1.34 million. If they sell their 4-room flat, they can cash out proceed. Cash proceed. Why I put 250,000? I think sometimes it's quite conservative. Remember, HDB price went up by how much over the last few years? 44, right? Remember the initial slide I showed you? So you see how my slides are all linked together to make sense of the whole picture. All right. 250, is it very a lot? I think quite reasonable. Okay, I see some of you, that means you don't even want to sell. Increase price, tariff increase price. I think you are the guys. Right. CPF at least got 200,000, right? When you sell, you come back, can or not? You hold the house for 5, 8 years, can? And consider your CPF in your ordinary account. I don't even count. Actually, this is quite conservative. Right? Because easily you will have another maybe 100,000 more, correct? But let's say you only get 200,000 everything in, right? Cash 150,000 you are saving. Cannot. How much can you buy? Add everything together is 2.03 million. Okay, so today you see someone buying a 2 over million 3-bedroom, right? Or a small 2 plus study or 2-bedroom. I think it's correct. Correct. And this is the medium, the income, the average one over here, based on the dwelling, the type of dwelling. You see that? It's so fair or not? So today, $2 million, is it very affordable to a lot of people? If you are staying here, maybe challenging. Yes. Okay, but of course, are there people staying here earning 18,000 years? I'm not saying that. This is the average. Okay, average. Okay, so don't go out and scratch my car. Don't happy with me. Okay, please. Right, this is the average. So if average is 11,650, easily, right, most of them should be able to afford a $2 million house. Can you take out calculator punch for me? Take out calculator. Take 2 million divided by 900 square feet, which is about a 3-bedroom size today. What is the PSF? 2 million, 2.03 2.03 million divided by a 900 square feet. 900. 22. Where can we find 2250 price now? New launch. Tampines. Where? Lentor. That's why Lentor can price and still go. Why? Because people can afford. Okay, how about they buy a 2-bedroom 700 square feet? Okay, divide 2030 divide by 700. How much you get? PSF. How much? 29. What can buy Marina? Really, ma? Just now you say Marina is 28 plus 298. So today, is there really an affordability issue? I think really not really. Numbers proof. That's why you say, okay, how show flat? Wow, people line up and pay for that show flat. Actually, really, they can afford. I also have the same question. I say, really not. You know, being an agent, a lot of times we are very unbalanced, you know or not? You see people buy house, don't need money one. You all see one time only. We see every time. You haven't go to Sentosa. This person, the house is almost 20 million. Nobody stay inside one. Not even a cat. Then live empty, not even rented. Wow, this kind of unbalanced. That's why we sometimes got depression. Yeah, got depression. Yeah, because our income depressed, we think. Okay, no, just joking. But actually, I take from things that, okay, I work out the maths for you. Okay, of course, you can say, some people only got 25 years loan. Fair. Okay, fair. Some may have more, some may have less. Fair. But I think this is what I presented. I think quite okay also. Okay. So Singaporean got money. Can. How about 5-room flat? 2.44 total. 2.44 can we divide by 700 square feet? What is the PSF? 3,400 my friend. 5房舍可以买到3400. If they buy a 2-bedroom, if they buy maybe 1,000 square feet, it's 2,440 lor. Correct? Fair or not? Is the developer anyhow pricing your condo today? Answer is no. I think they also roughly know what is the affordability. They know what is the sweet spot because they are in the business for so many years. They also calculate. You can only blame something. We are too successful. Everybody income keep increasing, correct or not? Last time, this number is my good class bungalow, don't know where, many years ago, correct or not? 2.4 million is good class bungalow in maybe Dreadcourt, don't know where, but today 2.4 is what? Not bad, still condo today HB 1 million. I still remember when I started my career, 2003 the time, HB 1 million, we say siao crazy. I got one TikTok video on that. Right, Nico? I got one TikTok video on that. I said one that's my opening line. 1 million HB siao. But today, they siao at me, they laugh at me. But it's going to be the norm. Our children is going to pay $1 million as the norm. When I started out, a 3-room HDB is about 70,000. Today, can you find a 3-room HDB 70,000? I buy away, straight away from you. Okay? Cannot find, correct, Mr. Lu? Dima, correct? Today change because our income all improved. So that's why I say, must do this one. Everyone must do this one. Be in any kind of asset, please do this one. Okay? Right, I go on. Okay? So, quiz time. Okay, everyone must participate. Can promise me? You participate, you learn. Okay? I got 2 choices for you. At District 3, today I present these 2 to you. You all must buy one property. Which one will you buy? Freehold, leasehold, decent MRT, level 4, 2-bedroom, okay, the age, everything I give you now. Okay? This is the freehold one. This is the leasehold one. Okay, Ken? Okay, I give you 1 minute to think. You all can discuss with your wife if you want to, because the wife is the wiser one, alright? Okay? Alright? Okay, you can discuss. Okay? Which one would you buy? You only got one shot,
The new one is POP.
New lah. Brand new. Brand new. Brand new. Still, you can go show flats, smell the aroma, see the very nice, all the decorations and all. Okay? Anyone not ready yet? Okay, everyone will participate, can or not? Okay. Who will buy the free one? Can I have hands up? Who will buy the leasehold one? Wow, 50-50. Wait, I try again. Freehold. Leasehold. Freehold. How come freehold like lesser now? Wait, something is wrong. Wait, you all must participate. Okay, now cannot change side anymore. I also confused. Freehold. Leasehold. Wow. Will be 60-40. Hey, you all go back quarrel.
Different objective.
I afraid they finish my seminar, go home, jialat. It's not my fault, that one I do disclaimer first. Next time my disclaimer must say, after the seminar, if there's any marital dispute, I must disclaim, not my problem. Okay, you want to know the answer? This is the current estimated valuation and their profit for both. Hey, is it quite difficult? Hey, the score is 60-40. Hey, can I ask, who just now said this? Do you think you win? Do you think you made the wise decision? Yes or no? Those say freehold one, hands up. Do you think you made the right decision? Voilà, 卖走了啦. Right. Then how? Is there a right answer?
No.
There's no right answer. So it still goes back to one thing. It's called what? Objective. So you go back to objective. Some people earn this one very happy already. I haven't talked about rental. This one got rental income. Have what? Correct or not? So actually, in fact, in our the work that I do, the work that my team do, right, we actually look at this 25-star system. That means you don't look at project just based on all these factors. There are 25 factors we look at before we determine whether a project can buy, cannot buy, whether a project is good or not. Okay, just like you go to hotel, right? How do you know this hotel is 6-star, 5-star? Will you expect what? Facility, concierge, correct? What else? Service, correct? 3-star? Still got service lah. A bit less lah. The smile not so broad lah, a bit lesser lah. 1-star? Self-service no smile. Okay, self-service, correct? You see, how come you have this thinking, correct? So the time, about, I think, is it 2 years ago, Bernard, or 3 years ago? Yeah, I was sitting and say, hey, because my wife like to go Japan and always talk about this, how many star. Then I say, hey, how come hotel got star, probably don't have star? Very funny, right? Then I come out with this. At first it was 20-star. I think so. Then I'm not happy with 20-star. I think it's too restricted, so I came out with a 25-star. All right. So this is the kind of work we do to really justify whether this condo is what. So there's a very fair, objective, I'll say framework to read lah. All right. Okay. Having said that, okay, I just want to wake you a bit, can or not? Okay. I just want to share with you what I do. This is really my passion. That's why I hold here free, and I really want to share with you my system. Okay. It's a bit like your financial. Okay. You here find very familiar, please don't blame me because I got financial background. Okay, all right, can. So I just play the video.
The advisory process. What you can expect when you engage us as your advisor. Let me take you through our advisory process. There are 5 main steps to our advisory process, and every part is critical for you to make a sound property decision. Step 1. Understanding your objective. We make decisions to buy or sell a property due to our own reasons. Thus, the first step is for us to listen and understand your life's objectives. Are you looking to upgrade your house, invest in a property, or just looking of getting a property near your children's school? Each of these objectives will entail different kinds of planning and analysis from us. Therefore, we make sure that our planning will be coherent and tailored to your life's objectives. Step 2. Financial analysis. Selling or buying your property is a major financial commitment. Any wrong move may result in financial distress. Therefore, we take your ability to finance your property seriously. In this step, we will assist to help you to understand your affordability, your sales profit, and your potential financial commitment if you were to buy the next property. In this step, we have also inbuilt a risk management system to buffer you against the unforeseen circumstances. For example, future interest rate increase or a loss of income. Step 3. Correct strategy. What is the best strategy that will fit into your long-term objectives? Is it to sell your property right now? Or to buy your property right now? Or to sell your property and buy 2 other property? Or is it to do a decoupling on your current property? Step 4. Sourcing for the right solutions. With your finances secure and strategy well defined, we can now look at where and what are the most suitable solutions for you. For example, should I buy a freehold or a leasehold property? Should I buy a new launch or a resale property? Where are the properties with the best rental returns or the best capital appreciation? Step 5. Execution and review. Once you have decided on your solution, we will follow through with the execution. Thereafter, we will continue to review your solutions to ensure that your solutions can continue to meet your needs. Or, do we need to make any adjustment due to your changing needs? Many have benefited from this 5 steps process, and they have confidently taken their next step forward. We also look forward to being able to assist you in this process too.
Right, having said that, okay, that's my sound. Anyway, that's my voice. Maybe next time I should be more feminine, maybe better, right? Okay, so this is the process that we do. So if you are invited by anyone here, right, or you receive a message from anyone when you sign up, right, we'll be happy to help you, all right? Okay, you can scan this QR code, or you can just, or the person that invited will just will link up with you, and then you can just do the planning if you want to, all right? I believe that is really the process after my 20 years. I went through, and I think that should be the right process in financial planning, right? You have or your PFP, right? They also follow a very strict regime on how to plan for a person. Okay, I have the knowledge, so I actually apply that financial planning concepts into the real estate business model. Okay, so if you want obligation-free one, then of course you can engage with them. All right. Okay, if not, I think before we go, a few things. Number one, who actually want to learn more about property even more? Want to learn more? Okay, you know what's exciting when you come out? Okay, I got two ideas. I don't know, should I let you all vote or not? So you can decide lah, right? I was thinking, should I do a landed workshop for you all? That means you come down and tell you all about the landed, and then you go and visit a landed property. Or I go and analyze the next 5 new launches going to come out, and then sit down and say which one is good or not together, just as an exercise, no product. Right? Which one you all prefer? Okay, must be fair. Must be fair. Okay. Who prefer the landed one?
Choose both.
Voilà, 很憨欸. No, which one first? I can do a landed one later. Who prefer the landed one? Who prefer the upcoming 5 new launch or whatever? Okay, serious? No, if you all really want, then I'll do. If you don't want, then I don't do. Because there's a lot of effort on my side to organize, to get a venue, to get my trainers, get all the material. Serious? Who wants? Who wants? Okay, can. So you are invited by whoever. I'll get them to be in touch with you. Just will inform you of the dates and everything. Right? Then we'll let you know. Correct? We did one before. We did the star system before. So this time we do another topic. Okay, then we do the launch first, Bernard. Okay. Then of course those who just who start to tell me interview one. You're one of them, right? Ali, correct? So we have a closing because they want to know the before after. Before and then after, slim, whatever. So please tell me with the after. Can? Alright. Okay. Any question any one of you have? Okay, very soon. About 9. Very soon. Anyone have any question? Feel free to ask. Because you ask question, you benefit everyone. I also learn.
Should we be concerned about the fact that the government is like throwing out so much BTO flats?
Mm.
And like, would there be, what is the bigger impact aside from the fact that they are preparing for a bigger population?
Okay, maybe to answer this question, right, I turn it around first. Okay, think like government. Okay, why would you want to throw out so many BTO flats? Do you really throw out, or you have bigger plans behind?
Well, I guess the thing is, my immediate thought is that they were trying to maybe slow down the HDB price growth.
Possible.
To cool down the demand.
Yeah, possible. I mean, I would think like government. If let's say my price are going up every day like that, will I throw out more? Yes, I want to throw out more. So when the price keep going up, means is there under supply? Possible. Possible, right? So I want to increase the amount. Was there a time in history whereby our HB flat built too many? Which year? Mid-90s? Oh, something also. 03, 04. You know what it's called? Walk-in selection? you walk in, the whole flat you choose, then you take a key. That's called walk-in selection, remember? Okay, don't tell me your age. Okay, my time also, you call walk-in selection, right? Real one. You walk in and take the flat. That's called what? Oversupply. Today, we talk about all the new BTO launch. Is that oversubscribed or undersubscribed? Okay, Well, how come you know? Okay, the news, correct? Oversubscribed. If it's oversubscribed, what does it tell you? Demand stronger than? So what I want. So there might be still some under supply situation right now. There might be some. So that's why they try to discourage a lot of changing hands. Right? That's why the prime and the what? Plus all come out. Now those is another big topic. My expert is out doing a lot of work. She got a whole seminar on it. Okay, but tonight we cannot say. Because another 2 hours. Okay, alright. Okay, but she very serious one. Okay, alright. Answer your question?
In that way, I can.
Yeah. If I'm you, I want to monitor the oversubscribed numbers. Every time you come out, how many times oversubscribed, I monitor. Yeah lah. And see what's the
one follow-up question on hers with the population that you mentioned as well, right?
Yeah.
And aging population,
Yeah.
and passing down, when they will sell their HDB, right? Probably the kids cannot inherit.
Okay, it depends.
Would that be a concern that there's more supply of HDB in the future?
Okay, let's say I put it this way. Let's say your parents give you a 5-room flat, and you can inherit, but you got a condo. Okay, would you inherit, or you will sell your private and then inherit? If you can inherit and keep, would you inherit and keep? Can. Provided the MOP redone. MOP redone. All right. Okay, inherit can, but there's one condition. You must stay in the HDB, and you must fulfill a new MOP. Okay. All right. Okay. Can.
Do you have statistics of how many new condo buyers are HDB upgraded?
There are somewhere I need to dig. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have it now. Okay, I'm very honest one. 有就有，没就没有咯。Yeah, lor. I would say, well, I don't want to give you the wrong answer, but I think should be quite high. Okay, quite high. Because every time you can see the HDB address versus what, there's a place you can see. I need to dig. Yeah.
Do you know what will happen to the old HDB flats? What's your hypothesis?
Hypothesis. Can I ask my farm manager, do you have a hypothesis on it? This called, Tai Chi. Tai Chi out. My Prime Minister. My Prime Minister must answer.
I'll give you my opinion. There's a budget within HDB to buy up all these units, and the budget is a finite budget. It's finite, yeah. It's not unlimited. You always people have this impression that HDB will just it's government money, but there is a budget, and the budget has to go up. So maybe 10 years ago when they started the SIRS program, say $100 million can buy 2 blocks or 3 blocks, right? That budget is actually didn't increase. I'm pretty certain it hasn't increased. You can see the number of SIRS has dropped dramatically because HDB flats have gone up at least like 40%. So it's too expensive to buy. If I were HDB, I'd let the lease run out. Cheaper to take the land bank that way. I mean, I'm just think of yourself as the operator of HDB. Like which one I can play the time, because as an organization, it's different from who's CEO and who's going to last forever, right? So as an organization, it makes more sense to just wait it out.
As a government, there will be a lot of social pressure.
Yeah.
If you are thinking for profit, of course, right, let it run out. But I think the question here is as the government.
Yeah, so this problem is a 40-year later problem. I wrote essays on what I call the 70-year-old homeless. This is a category of people that will show up maybe about 40 or 50 years time. So my kids' generation will be able to see something like 40-year-old homeless. I've created all these models, and then after I realized that actually someone in his 20s today inherits a flat and it's got 40 or 45 years left. At 65, he'll be kicked out of the house. Right? And then at that point, he's got maybe 20, 30 years life left. He's got kids, whatever. But along the way, because he was denied, I won't say denied, because he inherited an asset with very short lifespan there. So even in the period where his income is high, he's supposed to be able to buy a condo, and then he's got this 25-year-old house, and he's got to try and sell it in the market. So you know what? If I were him, I'll just keep the problem down the road. You know what? 25 years is a long time, but there'll be people who will be trapped in that kind of circumstance. So I don't know. I came across this, maybe because I did all these door knocks and all these old people are telling me, oh, I'm going to give it to my kid, I'm not selling. After I grew up a timeline, I said, oh man, this is a big social problem. But anyhow, that's a different topic. But if I were HDB, I just let it run out and then face the political consequences later.
I actually got one suggestion. Okay, we want to work on what has already been spoken, right? Right. So many years ago when okay, I'm recording. Many years ago when we are the previous ministers, right? When they are did they talk about the lease run out problem many years ago? They didn't. Then who spoke about the lease run out problem? Who? Hey, you cannot answer lah. Yeah, correct. Suddenly one day someone must come and say when the lease run out it becomes what? 0, right? So why do they have to make the announcement? Why they cannot talk what? Kick the problem down the drain. Why must they tell you this? Sorry? Manage expectation. Prepare. If I don't say suddenly I take, what will happen? Riot. No, really unrest we will become one I do. How can my flat become 0? But it's actually a 99-year lease, my friend. That's the correct. You are buying that for a 99 years. That's all. You know what's called strata title? It's a title in the air. Like my condo is a strata title. That means I own that air space. This is called strata title, correct? So I own that air space for how long? Maximum 99 years based on the price paid. That's it. Okay, are there leases that run out of 99 years, 1 year or no? Which? Where? Yeah, Geylang. And unrest or not? Wow, do you see Geylang riot? I know Little India have lah. Okay, Geylang got riot not? Yeah, small lah, maybe small, not enough lah. Okay, but what they do is they give what? They will tell you, right? Somewhere down the road they may remind you, right? What did they say about CERS? Did they say anything about CERS? How many % will get CERS? You all go and Google. Ask Mr. Google, ask Mr. DeepSeek or ChatGPT. Alright? You will tell how many % get CERS. And that will substantiate what Hsien Loong is trying to say. How many % will actually get CERS? You will understand what he's talking about. Okay? Have I given you a very good clue? Okay, sometimes I cannot just say everything very directly. Please help me. Okay, if not, I say. No, just joking. No, if not, then, okay, I don't represent the government. And it's just my point of view, but this is how I look at the things. They already say means what? We'll do one. Singapore government should say, we'll sure do. That's how our government can do well. Right?
Hang on.
Yeah. 5%, no?
I only share
5%, no?
mistake, so don't quote me.
Yeah. So 5%, no? You see the answer come out, 5%, no? So what is the government trying to tell us? Be prepared. Yes, be prepared. We are always prepared, correct? So if you're not prepared, what happens? Yes, right. I'm going to go back. Yeah. Ready? Okay. Why I'm doing all this is because I think sometimes you're not aware. Because I don't think you are a professional in your field. Like let's say you're an accountant, I can't do your work. I can't do accounting. I can't balance the balance sheet. Right? For nuts, I can't do it. Right? I tried in my accounts. Okay, I can't do it. But you can balance very well. You're a teacher, you can teach very well. You're a corporate person, you are very well in your work. Okay, but I'm in real estate, this is why I can contribute, I give back. That's my philosophy and my team here. Alright, good. Very good questions. Alright, any more questions?
So that's like a 40-year problem from now, right?
We don't know that. If everything is ceteris paribus, then that's a problem.
But can a flat really last 99 years? Don't they have to do something at 70 years? It might not be safe anymore, right?
There are upgradings.
The Geylang stand 99 years. The Geylang flat 99 years. The landed.
Probably use better materials. No, it's a cost concern. I don't know whether the materials are still at stake.
I mean, fair concern. But don't worry, we are not in another part of. We are not in another country, Okay, so quite safe, Singapore building, you must trust BCA. Okay, I think we are quite okay.
So you must also trust the foreign developers coming here.
Yeah. Okay, you see the black and white house has stand for 100 years. No problem. Okay, must trust. Singapore government, I trust the building. Okay. Also no earthquake. Okay, no tsunami, no nothing. So I think quite safe lah. All right, we got very old houses. Yeah. Sorry, I got to ask. Basically, got question. He's waiting to.
Oh, no, it's fine. Maybe just to add on, I think for construction, usually the design are very conservative designs. I'm from construction industry, so I can say for that. So it's safe lah.
Yeah. Wow, wow.
I would say yes, bar any really undercut how should I say methodology. When you look at the Bangkok one, it's scary, right? Because the Bangkok one, they claim they have done seismic design, but in fact actually they did not at all. Singapore to a certain level, there are certain seismic design that's incorporated.
Wow. Are you a PE? Are you from civil structure?
Worrying, you never know. Yes, I'm more onto the mega project.
Okay, wow. I studied civil structure in my uni days. Yeah, but I cannot comment on that one because I never practiced. Maybe he's a better person.
So I think if let's say we take a look at what happened to Nico Highway collapse, right? So since the Nico Highway, I'm just sharing with you. Then you can see the whole agency they revamp the whole system of how they have another third party assessor to assess the designers and the contractor's design. So there's another layer of check in place. You can say Singapore is being reactive, but it works so far.
Oh, you make me feel so safe.
I suddenly feel very safe too.
Yeah. Don't worry, this place shake. We also can see here and have seminar. Yeah. Thanks for the clarification. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Actually, even for government works, I work with developers, right? So and we did contracting work also. Like there were places in Bishan where the flat. So when you build flats in the 80s, they were trying to reduce concrete as a kind of like a cost saving thing. And then the rebars, the use of some, I can't remember what they were cutting down. So finally, in the early 2000s, all I did for about the last 5-6 years of my work life was just doing something called fiber wrapping. And it was the base of the HDB flats that were kind of like expanding. So the whole idea was to keep just wrapping a bandage around the legs of the building so you can keep it from expanding. So things like that. So anything that's structurally not safe, they actually reinforce. And then the fiber wrapping was like overkill. Made a lot of money back.
Okay, I could bring everything back to real estate. All right. Okay. Any last question?
What is your view with the en bloc going forward?
What en bloc for
condos going forward?
Why side is not easy because number one, there's a lot of land available for developer to bid. Okay, maybe I change another angle. You are all developer today. Okay, you got two choice to get your land bank, correct? Get from government direct, tender, correct? Number two, to face all the resale owners, right? Different price, make sure they align and do. Which one would you prefer to do?
Government.
Why?
It's a very good location, like one park, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So it's not saying impossible, but just that the hassle, and just like Thompson View, what happened today? Okay, there are minority owners that object, so it's a longer process. Okay, so not say cannot. Then number two, it also depends on the reserve price of all the subsidiary owners, combine how much you want for the project. So usually sellers of en bloc are greedy sellers, general seller, or what kind of seller? Hey, you all don't like that, You all don't like that, Okay. I tell you, if I am the seller, I also greedy. That's normal, that's human, correct? If today you are going to buy at the normal price, why should I sell my en bloc? Hey, I've got a good rental there. Right? Why should I sell that kind of price? Right? I won't sell market price, I won't sell above market price, then I justify why I need to en bloc, right? So as a developer, would you be willing to pay? That's the question. How much can you maximize my space? How much can you build? Okay, how much profit can you earn? So it's still a business decision. Okay, so at the end of the day, my view is only say that it's not easy now, but not impossible.
So less en blocs will affect future property prices?
No, depends on the supply, overall supply. I got land bank, I got so many GRS that I can go through. So this can replenish.
But there's a limit, right, on land bank?
We still have a lot of land. Yeah, we have a lot of land.
Hey,
I forgot to ask, who want to come for my URE master plan class? Okay, you will see how much reserve land we have. So that's why when they open up Tengah, I was a little bit surprised. That's another story about master plan study. Okay, so don't confuse you all. Too many things. Okay, we take one thing. Next one is the 5 new launch, right? You want to explore. Next time you want to learn about master plan, I can remember, I can take it as another workshop for you. Right, so my style is always a seminar, then you have a real workshop, seminar, real workshop. So this is what I'm going to do going forward. Right, good. Okay, last question. Last question. Okay, some of you, I know you're tired. You may want to go home. Any last question? Okay, if not, all right, that's all. Thank you very much. Okay, whoever invited you will send you the link or whatever of what's going to happen. Thank you. Take care. Good night.